Okay, look at the first session. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvignam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwara guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulям Ramanama Varanane Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasharathatmajamaprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahumaravinda Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Anjaleyamatipatalānanam Kanchanadrikamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumolavasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutvancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Jitana Panchangam, July 27th, 2025. Vishwavasunam Samvatsare, Dakshinayane, Varsharatau, Shravana Mase, Shukla Pakshe, Tritiya Titihi, till about 1:11 p.m., followed by Sthirava Chaturthi, Bhanuvasara, Sthirakada, Bhanuvasara, Maghanakshatram till 6:53 a.m., just ending since yesterday, because sunrise was a little early, so it just ended there. Otherwise, it is mostly Purva Phalguni Nakshatram today. Variyam Yoga till 5:43 p.m., followed by Parigha Yoga. Garakaranam, again ending with the Tritiya Tithi till 1:11, followed by Vanik till almost 1:27 a.m., followed by Vishti Karanam. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. So last time we were around, this is 92. We were around 70th shloka, where all the constructions or how Bharadwaja has arranged the guest house facility, the hosting facilities for Bharata's army. So we'll continue from there. I think somewhere here we ended, where all the drinks, various kinds of drinks were arranged. Tascha kama dhuga gavaha, drumascha asan madhusrutaha, vapyo me maireya purnascha mrishtamamsa chayairvrataha. Prapta pratapat pratapta pitaraischapi margamayura. We have to continue. Yeah. So vapyo maireya purnascha.
Vapyo maireya purnascha.
Mrishtamamsa chayairvrataha.
Mrishtamamsa chayairvrataha.
Pratapta pitaraischapi.
Pratapta pitaraischapi.
Marga mayura kaukutaihi.
Marga mayura kaukutaihi.
Inka chala sloka avani kanpi pedda anvayam vastundi, but we can we'll do sloka by two lines at a time. So vapyaha, vapi ante oka ivalu telugulo cheptunnam vine vallaki ardham kaadu. Vapi ante oka nuyi lantidi. Vapi antaru. Veda Vapi అని ఒక వెబ్సైట్ కూడా ఉంది. వాపి అంటే వాప్యః అంటే బహువచనం. సో నూతులు, మైరేయ పూర్ణాహ. మైరేయం అనేది ఒక టైప్ ఆఫ్ లిక్కర్. సో మైరేయ పూర్ణి నింపేసి నూతులు 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 లిక్కర్తో కళ్ళుతో నిండిపోయిన నూతులు అని. అంటే సైన్యం వాళ్ళకి కావాలి కదా, వాళ్ళకి లిక్కర్ వాళ్ళకి కావాలి, దెన్ ఓన్లీ దే కెన్ గో అండ్ ఫైట్. సో దట్స్ న్యాచురల్ థింగ్. మనం ఏమి అయ్యో ఏమిటి ఇచ్చి అనుకోక్కర్లేదు. సో వాప్య మైరేయ పూర్ణాశ్చ మృష్ట మాంస చయై వృతా. వాపి అంటే కుండలు ఇలా నూతులు లోపలికి, చయము అంటే ఎత్తు కుప్పలు, మృష్ట మాంస చయై వృతా. ఈ పక్కనే నూతులేమో లిక్కర్, దాని చుట్టూరు వృతా, దాని చుట్టూరు మృష్ట మాంస చయము అంటే కొండలు కొండలుగా గుంపులు గుంపులుగా మాంసాలు, అది కూడా మృష్ట మాంసం, ఫ్రెష్గా వండిన మాంసాలు. మృష్ట మాంస చయైర్వృతా ప్రతప్త పిఠరైశ్చాపి, బాగా కాలిన పిండి వంటలు, పిఠరైశ్చాపి మార్గ మాయూర కుక్కుటై. మార్గ అంటే మృగం యొక్క సంబంధించినది మార్గ. మాయూర అంటే నెమళ్ళు, కుక్కుటాలు అంటే కోళ్ళు, చికెన్ అంటే 100 ఇవన్నీ, వాటన్నిటిని కలిపి డియర్లు, గోట్స్ అనుకోండి. మటన్, చికెన్, ఇంకోటి ఏదో మాయూరం అంటే పాపం నెమళ్ళని కూడా తింటారని నాకు తెలీదు. మాయూర కుక్క ఆడవులు దొరికితే కూడా తింటారు, ఏముంది. మార్గ మాయూర కుక్కటై, వీటితోటి వీటి మాంసాలతోటి ఫ్రెష్గా వండిన మాంస కుప్పలు, మాంస రాశులు, చయై వృతా. పాత్రీణాం చ సహస్రాణి స్థాళీనాం నియుతాని చ న్యర్బుదాని చ పాత్రాణి
నిర్బుధాని చ పాత్రాణి
శతకుంభమయాని
చ.
ఇంకా అన్నిటి కలిపి ఒకటే అన్వయం వస్తుంది లాస్ట్లో. దదృశు అంటారు. ఈ సైన్యం ఇవన్నిటిని చూశారు, ఓరు నాయన అన్నట్టుగా. ఇవన్నిటికీ కలిపి దదృశు, చూశారు అని. ఇంకా ఏమేమి చూశారు అంటే పాత్రీణాంచ సహస్రాణి, వేల కొలది పాత్రలు. ఏమిటి పాత్రల్లో వంటలు, 6 పాత్రల్లో ఈ లిక్విడ్లు అనుకుందాం, ఈ లిక్కర్ లాంటి పాత్రలు. పాత్రీణాంచ సహస్రాణి, వేల పాత్రలు. స్థాళీనాం నియుతాని చ, నియుతం అంటే 10,000 అయుతం, నియుతం అంటే 10,000 అంటే లక్షల ప్లేట్లు. మనకి ఉంటాయి కదా, వెళ్ళి ఒక్కొక్క ప్లేట్లు తీసుకుంటాము బఫేలో, అన్ని ప్లేట్ స్టాక్, అలాగా. సో నియుతాని చ స్థాళీనాం, న్యర్బుదాని చ పాత్రాణి. అర్బుదం అంటే 10 లక్షలు, న్యర్బుదం అంటే 1,000,000. పాత్రాణి పాత్రీణాం అంటే కళ్ళు తాగడానికి, లిక్కర్ తాగడానికని పెట్టినవి పాత్రీలు. పాత్రాణి అంటే అన్నం, పదార్థం, భోజన పదార్థాలు పెట్టేవి పాత్రాణి. న్యర్బుదాని చ పాత్రాణి శతకుంభమయాని చ, దానికి 10 రెట్లు 100 రెట్లు కుంభమయాలు అంటే కుండల్లో ఏదో ఏమిటి మన ఏమండి కుంభలు పెట్టేది, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, ప్యారడైజ్ ఏంటి, బిర్యానీలు, పులాఫ్లు అవన్నీ కదా కుండల్లో పెడతారు. సో అలాంటివి కుంభం. సో శతకుంభమయాని చ, ఇదేం కొత్త ఏం కాదండి, ఇవన్నీ మన వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ తిన్నదే. తర్వాత చూస్తాము నెక్స్ట్ దాంట్లో, అబ్బా ఇంత మోడర్న్ అంటే ఇంత అధునాతనము, కాంటెంపరీ. అందుకనే నేను అంటాను, రామాయణం ఇస్ నాట్ ఏన్షియంట్, నాట్ ఓల్డ్, ఇట్ ఇస్ స్టిల్ రీసెంట్. వీఆర్ ఓన్లీ డిస్కవరింగ్. ఇంకా వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఏం చూస్తుంటారు, అబ్బా మనకి ఈరోజు వాడుతున్నవి అని కూడా క్యూరియాసిటీ కలిగేంత కాంటెంపరీ రిలవెంట్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఉన్నాయి అందులో. కుంభమయాంచ స్థాళ్య కుంభ్య కరంభ్యశ్చ
స్థాళ్యః కుంభః కరభ్యశ్చ కుంభ్యః కరభ్యశ్చ
దధిపూర్ణాః సుసంస్కృతాః యౌవనస్థస్య గౌరస్య కపిత్తస్య సుగంధినః. ఇక్కడ కొంచెం ఇవి డీటెయిల్ టెర్మినాలజీ నాకు కరెక్ట్గా గుర్తులేవు, ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. స్థాళ్యః కుంభ్యః అంటే జలపాత్ర విశేషాః, జలములని ఉంచే విశేషాలు. స్థాళిక అంటే ప్లేట్, స్థాళ్యః కుంభ్యః అంటే జలపాత్ర విశేషాః, సుసంస్కృతాః అంటే స్టెరిలైజ్డ్. సంస్కృతం అంటే సమ్యక్ కృతం, బాగా చేయబడినది భాష, బాగా చేయబడినటువంటి భాష సంస్కృతం. అలాగే బాగా తయారు చేసినటువంటి పాత్ర అయితే సుసంస్కృత పాత్ర. సో ఇక్కడ సుసంస్కృత అంటే అగ్ని ప్రతాపనాది రూప సంస్కారయుతాః. చక్కగా బాగా కాల్చి స్టెరిలైజ్డ్, నో బ్యాక్టీరియా, నో ఏంటంటారు డిష్ వాషర్లో డ్రై చేస్తే ఫ్రెష్గా కనబడేటువంటి పాత్రలాగా, అది సుసంస్కృతాః. స్థాల్యః కుంభ్యః సుసంస్కృతాః. అలాగే కరంభ్యశ్చ దధిపూర్ణాః. కరంభ్యః అంటే ఏమిటి? దధిపూర్ణాః కరంభ్యః. దధి మంథన పాత్రాణి. మంథనం అంటే కవ్వంతో చేసేవి, ఆర్ పెరుగుగా ఉంచితే అది దాన్ని ఇలా చిలక్కు చేస్తారు కదా మనకి పెరుగుని. వీళ్ళు కూడా దహి పురి, దహి బల్ల వాటిల్లో వేసే పెరుగు, అది పెరుగు గడ్డ వేయరు, ఆల్రెడీ చిలికిన పెరుగుని వేస్తారు. అది దధి పూర్ణకరంభ్య అంటే దధి మంథన పాత్రాణి అని. తర్వాత యౌవనస్థస్య గౌరస్య. యౌవనస్థస్య అంటే నా అతి నవీనస్య, అంటే మరీ ఫ్రెష్ కాదు. నా అతి నవీనస్య అంటే ఇమీడియట్లీ ఇప్పటికిప్పుడే కాదు. అంటే నాతి జీర్ణస్య, అలాని మరీ పాతది ఎప్పుడో మురిగిపోయింది కాదు. నా అతి జీర్ణస్య, నా అతి యవ్వనస్య, నాతి జీర్ణస్య యవ్వనస్థస్య. అంటే యవ్వనం అంటే మరీ చిన్నవాడు కాదు, ఎదిగిపోయిన మిడిల్ ఏజ్ ముస్లిం కాదు, అదనమాట. సో నాట్ వెరీ ఓల్డ్, నాట్ వెరీ ఫ్రెష్, అది యౌవనస్థస్య అని అక్కడ విశేషం వాడారు. యౌవనస్థస్య అంటే మంథనానంతరం యామం స్థితస్య ఇత్యర్థః. ఎంత డీటెయిల్డ్గా రాస్తున్నారు భాష్యం ఇక్కడ. అంటే మంథనానంతరం, మంథనం చేసాక పెరుగుని బాగా చిలక్కొట్టాక ఆ కొండ గిన్నెల్లో యామం, యామ అంటే మిగిలిపోతుంది చూసారా, అంటే పైన అంచులా కనబడుతూ ఉంటుంది. గిన్నెకి పైన పెరుగు అంచు, వారు పాల అంచు ఉంటుంది, బాగా కాలి మీగడ అంటుకున్నట్టయితే. సో మంథనానంతరం యామం స్థితస్య ఇత్యర్థః. ఇక్కడ యౌవనస్థస్య అనడంలో యౌవనస్థస్య గౌరస్య కపిత్తస్య సుగంధినః దధిపూర్ణాః సుసంస్కృతాః యౌవనస్థస్య అంటే చిలకొట్టుగా కొంచెం అక్కడ చుట్టుపక్కల అలాగా పెరుగు, ఆ మట్టి కొండకి అంటుకున్న పెరుగు మీగడ్లు అలాంటి ఇంకా కొంచెం ఉన్నట్టుగా ఉన్నది యౌవనస్థస్య అని. గౌరస్య అంటే కేశరాది సంసర్గాత్, అబ్బా పీతవర్ణస్య అని. గౌ అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ మామూలుగా గౌర అంటే తెలుపు అని, కానీ తెలుపు అని కాదు. ఇప్పుడు గౌరీదేవి అంటాం, గౌరీదేవి అంటే ఆవిడ వర్ణం గౌరవర్ణం. గౌర అంటే కొంతమంది గోరా అని చెప్పి తెలుగుని హిందీలో తెలుపు అని వాడేస్తారు. ఇక్కడ కూడా వైట్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ రియల్లీ తెలుపు కదా, అదొక రకమైన పింక్. వీళ్ళది పింక్. మనకి గౌర్ అంటే కొంచెం పసుపు పచ్చ, బంగారం రంగు కలిసేది మనది. ఏషియన్ కూడా, చైనీస్ వాళ్ళు కూడా చూడండి, వాళ్ళు తెలుపు అంటే కొంచెం పచ్చతనం ఉంటుంది, ఎల్లోతనం ఉంటుంది, పసిడితనం అంటాం. సో గౌరస్య అంటే కేశరాది సంసర్గాత్. అప్పుడు పెరుగులో కేశరాలు, కేసరి అంటే అది మన వాళ్ళు సాఫ్రాన్ అని వేస్తారు కదా పెరుగులో, అది వేస్తే ఒక ఎల్లో కలర్ వస్తుంది. ఇట్స్ నాట్ వైట్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎల్లో, కొంచెం షేడెడ్ వైట్. సో అది గౌరస్య. సో పీతవర్ణస్య అంటే ఎల్లో కలర్ వచ్చినటువంటి. సుగంధినః, సుగంధినః అంటే సుగంధ విశిష్టస్య. సుగంధ విశిష్టస్య అంటే చక్కగా అందులో మంచి, మనకు వెనిలా ఫ్లేవర్, అది స్వీట్ లస్సీ అన్నారు అనుకోండి, చక్కగా అందులో మంచి వెనిలా లేదు రోజ్ ఫ్లేవర్లు వేస్తారు కదా, అవి సుగంధిన. సుగంధిన అంటే పెరుగు పాత్రలకి ఎంత డీటెయిల్డ్గా రాశారు చూడండి. అంటే మనకి పెరుగు ఎంత పుష్కలంగా దొరుకుతుంది అని. ఇప్పటికీ ఢిల్లీ అటు వెళ్తే, మనం నార్త్ వెళ్తే మథుర, యూపీ, పెరుగుని అసలు పెరుగులా ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలంటే యూపీ, కాశీ అటు వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. ఏమి పెరుగండి, నా పాలు పెరుగు అద్భుతం. సో అది అందుకని వాళ్ళు బాగా వాల్మీకి వాళ్ళకి బాగా తెలుసు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళ దగ్గర దొరికే పెరుగుని ఆయన అంత డీటెయిల్డ్గా వర్ణించారు. గౌరస్య యౌవనస్థస్య అంటే సుగంధిన, ఇంకోటి వేశారు కపిత్తస్య అని ఇంకొకటి వేశారు. సో కపిత్తస్య సుగంధిన అంటే అదే సుగంధ విశిష్టస్య. కపిత్తస్య అంటే తక్రస్య అన్న. తక్రం అంటే మజ్జిగ, బాగా చిలకొట్టి చిక్కని మజ్జిగ చేసి, మరీ నీళ్లు కాకుండా చక్కని మంచి మజ్జిగ, మంచి లస్సీ లాగా అనమాట. కొంచెం నీళ్ళు ఉంటాయి, మరి మజ్జిగ తుర్రమని నీరు కాదు, చిక్కగా ఉండేది, చిక్కగా ఉండేది. తక్రస్య తక్రేణ పూర్ణాహ. ఏమిటి వీటితో నిండినవి ఏమిటి అంటే నెక్స్ట్ శ్లోకం. హ్రదాహ పూర్ణాహ రసాలయస్య.
రదాః పూర్ణాః రసాలస్య
దధ్న శ్వేతస్య చాపరే
దధ్న శ్వేతస్య చాపరే
బభూవుః పాయసస్యాన్యే.
బభూవుః పాయసాన్యే
పాయసస్య అన్యే.
పాయసస్య అన్యే.
సో పాయసస్యాన్యే. శర్కరాయాశ్చ సంచయాః.
శర్కరాయాశ్చ సంచయాః.
సో హ్రదాః పూర్ణాః. హ్రదం అంటే మళ్ళీ మనకి చమకలు ఇవన్నీ వస్తుంటాయి. వాపి, నద్యః, హ్రదాః ఇవన్నీ వస్తుంటాయి. నీటి సంబంధించినవన్నిటికీ నమః నమః అని. అలాగే హ్రద అంటే నీటితో నిండినవి అని. సో హ్రదాః పూర్ణాః రసాలయస్య. సో హ్రదాః పూర్ణాః అపరే రసాలయస్య అంటే జీరకాది మిశ్రితాః అన్నారు ఇక్కడ. రసాలం అంటే కొంచెం స్పైసెస్ వేసినది అని. మామూలుగా రసాయనం అంటే కెమికల్ అని, బట్ ఇక్కడ రసాలయం అంటే స్పైసెస్. సో జీరా అంటాం కదా, జీరకాది మిశ్రితాః పక్వతక్ర విశేషస్య పూర్ణాః అని. బాగా తక్రం అంటే మజ్జిగ, అదే లస్సీ అరుపు, అది బాగా తోడుకున్నటువంటి పెరుగు నుండి చేసినది అని. పక్వతక్ర విశేషస్య పూర్ణాః అపరే అని. అంటే హ్రదాః పూర్ణాః రసాలయస్య అంటే మంచి హ్రద అంటే నదుల్లాగా, అంటే నదులంతా నిండినటువంటి ఈ లస్సీలు, పెరుగు లస్సీలు, దేంతో జీరా ఇలాంటివి, అంటే మంచి ఎలాచి అలాంటి స్పైసెస్ వేసినటువంటివి. దధ్నః శ్వేతస్య చ అపరే. దధ్నః శ్వేతస్య తెల్లని పెరుగులు. ఈ మంచి డ్రింక్స్ అంటే లస్సీ లాంటివి తయారు చేయాలంటే అందులో మీకు రంగులు, వెనిలాలు, రోజ్ ఫ్లేవర్లు ఇవన్నీ వేయడం వలన ఇందాకల పీతవర్ణస్య వచ్చింది, గౌరస్య యౌవనస్థస్య అని. ఇప్పుడు కేవలం పెరుగు గిన్నెలు మాత్రమే, అంటే చక్కని ఇలా గడ్డ పెరుగులు ఉన్నవి. దధ్నః శ్వేతస్య చాపరే బభూవుః పాయసస్య అన్యే. పాయసాలు ఇంకొన్ని చోట్ల చేసినవి చక్కగా, అవి శర్కరాయాశ్చ సంచయాః. శర్కర అంటే పంచదార, షుగర్. శర్కరాయాశ్చ సంచయాః అన్యే బభూవుః. వేరే ఇంకొన్ని పాత్రల్లో మామూలుగా బెల్లం ప్రమాణం ఒకటి, పంచదారతో చేసే ప్రమాణం ఒకటి. సో శర్కరాయాశ్చ పాయసః అన్యే సంచయాః. అలాగే ఎన్నో ఒక చోట అన్నిలాగా వందల ప్లేట్లు. అచ్చం మాయాబజార్ వాళ్ళు బహుశా ఈ సరిగ్గా చదివి ఆ సీన్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటే ఘటోత్కచుడి యొక్క చిన్నమయ్య వాళ్ళకి కౌరవులందరికీ భోజనం ఏర్పాట్లు చేయాలి అంటే బహుశా ఇది చూసి అక్కడ మీరు అలాగే కదా, ఇలా ప్లేట్లు పులిహోరలు, చిత్రాన్నాలన్నీ ఒక చోట, పాయసాలన్నీ ఒక చోట, పెరుగులు ఇవన్నీ ఒక చోట, ఇలాగా ఈ రాశులుగా ఇవన్నిటినీ కల్పించారు భరద్వాజుడు. కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ భక్తితో కల్పించారు. అక్కడ వాడు ఏడిపించడానికి సినిమాలో, ఇక్కడ భక్తితో కల్పించారు. తర్వాత కల్కాన్స్ చూర్ణ కషాయాంశ్చ.
కల్కాంశ్చూర్ణ కషాయాంశ్చ
స్నానాని వివిధాని చ దదృశుర్భాజనస్థాని తీర్థేషు సరితాం నరాః. సో ఇప్పటిదాకా తిండి విశేషాలు అయ్యాయి. ముందు అంతా rooms, gardens, appetizers అంటే లిక్కర్ అవన్నీ డ్రింక్స్, తర్వాత బేసిక్ ఫుడ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ నౌ. నమస్తే శ్యామ్జీ. So far we were doing in Telugu, now we will switch to English. So now it is the next stage of servings, which is water to take bath. So kalkans cha, kalkan churna kashayans cha. So kalkan means amalakyadi kashayan, churna kashayan. In a way, for example, in the south we do kunkudukaya rasam, kunkudukaya pulusu we say, right? To take shampoo kind of a thing is kunkudukaya, amlakya. Similarly, there is a shikakaya, etc. Right? So for the hair shampoo sake, whatever is that liquid and all that is used, that is the amlakyadi kashayan, churna kashayan. So you will also get shikakaya's powder, Mira shikakaya. Today also we get the powder. You take the powder, but add a little bit of water, make a paste. So kalkan ante ee kalka is the shikakaya and powder anukondi. Kunkudu, it might be like kunkudu or shikakaya. Shyamji, in Maharashtra, what is the traditional hair shampooing liquid or powder?
Shikakai is very much used.
That isn't that modern? What was traditionally?
Traditionally, I'm not sure.
Okay, like in Andhra, or at least in Andhra, there is a fruit called kunkudu. It's a ball with a hard seed inside it. That we, after drying it, we remove those seeds, and these, if you soak in water and slightly crush with hand, you will start seeing froth kind of thing coming out, and that was applied on hair as shampoo for us in our childhood.
I see.
Later we saw shikakai powders and all, because then that suddenly it became much more easier, because it is simple powder, easy powder, unlike the kunkudu pulsu that we use in Andhra. So similar shampoo related natural material powder called churna kashayan. So kalkan churna kashayan. Churna kashaya, what is the other detail given here? Laja churnadikan. So laja is one of this pela or popcorn kind of a thing, right? So a bit of that is also added to this churna kashayan. So that is about shampoo arrangement. You just can't leave the shampoo there. You have to provide water also. Then saritam tirtheshu. So snanani vividhani cha. Various kinds of baths were arranged. And those baths, bathrooms, or let's say, what do you call them? That three-sided bath, shower, temporary shower stalls, multiple of them arranged for all of them to take bath, right? So those are snanani vividhani cha. And bhajanani is big bhanda, big vessels, those copper, bronze, big huge vessels in which you fill water, typically hot water before taking bath, right? Desha, we used to say in Telugu. That must be a north word only. Desha was used to fill hot water. So those deshas are the bhajanani. And bhajanasthani, what is filled in that bhajana? Tirtheshu saritam. From the waters of all the tirthas, like Ganga, Krishna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, such waters, precious, beautiful waters were brought to fill in these bhajanani. So bhajanani tirtheshu saritam. Saritam means off the rivers. Saritam tirtheshu bhajanasthani. Dadrushuhu, here is the first verb came. So these naraha, all these men, army men, they saw all the above several shlokas of narration of various food, liquor, fountains, rivers, wells, of drinks, heaps of meat related non-vegetarian items, and big pots filled with various rice, biryanis, pilaus, etc. All of those were seen. Dadrushuhu, they have seen all of these. Then they have seen some more. This Dadrushu is continuing with some more. Shuklan, okay, so that is about taking bath. I mean, if you, again, I feel our Telugu people have observed or have studied these a lot more in detail. I'm sure Maharashtrians and other languages also, they have regions also have studied them. But because I have seen more Telugu movies, I can easily correlate how the directors were influenced with this knowledge. One example we took of Maya Bazar. Now the other example, if we take recently, movies made by Trivikram Srinivas, where there is a lot of huge joint family, and they huge old village house. So you have a house and a huge land. So on the backside of the house is where all these big desas of hot water, etc. is prepared. And there, not only when you put, there must be hot water, there must be a tumbler for it, and then next to it you will have shampoo, soap, etc. And when you first go there, first you have to brush your teeth. So brushing related details are also now provided here. Shuklan anshumataschapi.
Shuklan
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 anshumataschapi.
Anshumata Chapi
Danta dhavana sanchayan.
Danta Dhavana Sanchayan
Shuklans chandana kalkanscha.
Shuklan Chandana Kalkansha
Samudgeshvavatishthatah.
Samudvesh
Samudgeshu
Samudgeshu
avatishtatah.
Avatistataha.
There are more, but these two we will take first.
Yeah.
So Shuklan Anshumataschapi Danta Dhavana Sanchaya. Sanchaya is packs, big packs. Packs of Danta Dhavana. Danta Dhavana is to brush your teeth. Danta Dhavanam is cleaning, tooth cleaning materials. What are they? Shuklan Anshumatascha. Anshumataha. Anshuman is another name of sun. Why? Anshu is a ray. Anshuman, he has several rays. Another term used there is Mayuka. Mayuka is also a ray coming from the sun. So Anshuman is because he has so many rays, sun rays, rays coming out of him. So several rays, if you see one after another, will seem like a brush, bristles. I mean, how detailed? They have brushes, packs of brushes prepared or packed up and kept near those bath areas. So that each one comes, takes a brush, fresh brush. And that brush, we also know in our, in my childhood also, I remember my mamas also, Matula, they also used to use the paludumpula, that stick from that neem tree or one of those trees. They take, it will be a small stick branch, and they will take that and first they start biting, crunching till it breaks into bristles. Because that is fresh, they want to eat. But if you have to arrange for so many people, you have to make those bristles upfront. Right? So it should be like a ready-made brush. So a ready-made brush is Shukla, and it has to be white. Okay, so white bristles. Shuklan anshumataschapi dantadhavana sanchayan dadrushuhu. They have noticed or they have seen, all this army have seen packs of those brushes. Like we bought probably 500 or 200 brushes for my daughter's marriage. With every room, we wanted to keep a family of 4. So maybe 4 and few more guests. So 6 brushes, 6 small, those toothpastes, tongue cleaners, right? So a natural hosting style. So it is nothing new. I did that for my daughter's marriage. My parents did for several big events. My grandfather did in their villages. And Trivikram Srinivas and others have used it in movies also, such scenes. So Shuklan, and then Shuklan's Chandana Kalkanscha. Chandanam is a sandal paste or sandal powder. So Shuklan Chandana Kalkan. Kalkan we already saw is Churna, right? So Shuklan Chandana Kalkan is a white and red sandalwood paste. Chandana Kalkan is a Grishta Chandana Anicha. Grishta Chandanam is a that yellow colored chandanam. Red sandal paste is one, but the regular chandanam is Grishta Chandanam, which is called Shweta Chandana also, Shweta Kalkan. Chandana Kalkan, Grishta Chandanani cha dadrushuhu. And then Samudgeshu Avatishtataha. Samudgeshu is Samputeshu. They have seen these brushes and the pastes, the pack of sandal. So after taking bath, or even while taking bath also, you want to apply the sandal paste. So it should be made ready for the bath. See how detailed, organized the narration and the visualization of the whole arrangements of services is given. That's why the 91st Sarga is such a huge, long Sarga, because he has narrated every detail of how to host a big fleet of army in our places. If they come, how to arrange everything for them so that they are pleased, because Athithi Devo Bhava. We should become those for whom Athithis are gods. We should treat them so much. And that's why in Sangha also we do test suddenly. We call somebody and say, Lavanaji, today somebody is coming. Can you host them? Can you keep them in your home? Yeah. Whether out of obligation or whatever. Most of the good scientists will say, yeah, okay. If you will say, oh no, we have this, so what? They'll just sleep on the ground. They'll hardly need 6 by 3, 18 square feet is all you need to host anyone. But some of us in our own Hindu society, even today, don't realize that. So they cannot provide 18 square feet also. They think, oh, we have somebody at home or our children, home is not neat. They have those common worries. And to eradicate, obliterate those worries, we have to forcefully give these opportunities to every family by saying, hey, we have somebody, some youth coming today, some elderly person coming today, some, a family that has come from Jacksonville today. Can you host them? We don't want them to go to hotel. We want them to go to your home. Take the opportunity of treating them. Atiti Devo Bhava. Bharadwaja has treated in a surprise, no appointment, no call. Suddenly they have arrived and he said, hey, don't worry, Bharata, I'll take care of your entire army. Come. That is our Gotram, that is our Vamsha, that is our lineage. We should gladly host and treat any number of guests out of surprise, out of blue, no worry, right? We should all learn. So whoever is listening, if at all they listen this video, let's learn this. This quality, this guna of atithyam is coming down. Even in Sangha, in some families, when we call, they are not able to gladly take the trouble of what trouble? There is no trouble, as I said, 18 square foot is all they need to sleep. They don't need a bed. We are thinking, oh, we don't have bed. No, they can sleep. Just talk with them nicely, find out about their family, find out about their job, find out about their hobbies, what they do. That's all. About half an hour speeches or talk, conversation is already over. Then they will anyway go to sleep. They might have already had their food anyways. Otherwise, just rice, curd, pickle. That's all is sufficient. So let's learn to boldly accept minimal hosting. We don't have to give them a big king-size bed and all, no. So if we learn this, then we become real Hindus. Then, because Atiti Devo Bhava is the most important instruction given by Guru to the student when he is leaving the Gurukulam as part of his Snatkotsava. Sorry, I've taken this much time. This is for the general public, whoever, if they listen, that we should improve our Atithya quality in our Hinduness, Hindutvam. To be a Hindu, Atiti Devo Bhava first. Okay, so Shuklan Chandana Kalkanscha Samudgeshu Avatishthata. Samudga is dry leaf cups. In those dry leaf bowls or cups kind of a thing, even today we see cane cups, right? In that we put the brush, tongue cleaner, small toothpaste, etc. So such similar sandal paste, etc. were put in these dry leaf bowls for them to, before taking bath, it is, we say nalugu pindi, that churna of 2-3 powders of rice flour, basin flour with some chandana, a little bit of turmeric. That flour is slightly, you add some water, make a little paste and start applying to your body as abhyangana, right? So that is also arranged. Then what more do you need? You need some more things for somebody to take bath. So much of details. Darpanan parimrishtanscha
Darpanan parimrushtancha
vasasan chapi sanchayan
vasasam chapi sanchayan
padukopanahaaschaiva
padukopanahaaschaiva
yugmani cha sahasrashah.
yugmani cha sahasrashah.
See the movie, how detailed the movie is. Camera is panning, slowly panning from one room to the other room, to the area, to the area, to the area, and you're able to see on the screen, 75mm screen, every detail like that. So the next thing they put is darpanan. After taking bath or even during taking bath also, what do you need? You need darpana, mirrors. And darpanan parimrishtanscha, cleaned, so that there is no dust or fog, etc. Because in our mirrors also, if it has to be after taking bath, there is a lot of fog because of the hot thing, unless you run the exhaust fan well. So cleaned is the parimrishta. Parimrishtan darpananscha. Okay, then there is darpana. Now what do you do in the darpana? You put on your dress and you see. So you need dresses after taking bath. So vasasanscha yugmani. We never give dress as one single cloth, right? We always give two pairs. We give a dhoti or veshti for the main body coverage and uttariyam, something on the top, chunni for woman, for example, or uttariyam for man. And dhoti. So yugmani vasasamscha. So two pair of two at every bath shower there. Every shower they put them. Or in fact, the sanchayan. He said sanchayan, not two in separately, but sanchayan, probably a heap of 10 to 50 dhotis, a heap of 10 to 50 what do you call the uttariyams, and several such heaps, because there are thousands of these army guys. All of them need these dresses. So vasasamscha yugmani. And then, okay, so they put on the dress and see themselves in the mirrors. Good. Then padukopahanaaschaiva sahasrashah, in thousands, because there are 1,000 of them, sahasrashah, in thousands of dresses, mirrors, bowls of these chandana pastes or powders, and toothbrushes, all of these. And so along with that, padukopanaha, paduka upanaha. So nice gifts of footwear, fresh footwear, new footwear, not fresh, new footwear. Paduka is something that is worn for the foot. Upanaha is a gift or a present kind of a thing. So footwear were also, several thousands of footwear were placed there, nicely boxed. Go pick your footwear of your size. So padukopanahaaschaiva yugmani cha sahasrashah. Yugmam is pair, in pairs of two footwear, two dress materials, like that. What more? That itself is not sufficient. They have to dress up further, beautify themselves. So Anjanihi kankatan churnan kurchan.
Anjanihi kankatam churnam
Kurchan. Shastrani cha dhanunshi cha.
Shastrani cha dhanushi cha.
Marmatranani chitrani.
Marmatranani chitrani.
Shayananyasanani cha.
Shayananya Sananicha.
So a lot more, things are arranged. Anjanihi. Anjani is Anjana. Anjana is that, for a lack of, that mascara.
Kajal.
Kajal.
Kajal. So men also we put for for men we put only during the marriage time, I think, that kartika. But otherwise that's decoration. Men, women. In fact, in the old days, if you see, there is no difference between men and women. Both put silaka, both put flowers, both put all these pastes and gandham, etc. And they put the anjanam also. Yeah, same. There was absolutely no difference. And there is one beautiful account I follow on Facebook, Surreal Styles. It's some Indian lady. She lives in the Bay Area, it seems. She does so many reels of draping classical, rural, tribal Indian woman sari styles, which can still be applied to seem modern. So she'll just take one big sari kind of a thing, thin, simple sari, make some knot here, make some knot at the waist, and make some pleats, cover it around, and wear a jacket on it. It'll seem just like an air hostess kind of, so much of a style. And she says, why do you think this is modern? This was our dress. Later we were put to shame. Continuously think of shame, 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 shame. Cover yourself, cover yourself. It started with, of course, Mughals out of fear. Later through British missionaries as shame. And she keeps quoting this. And later I saw a movie also, a Malayalam movie, a historical movie, where British have applied, what do you call, insane taxes for women to cover their breasts. In Malayalam, those times, there was nothing called bra. In fact, I remember even my grandmothers and all, there was nothing called a blouse or anything. The saree itself, they will just cover around, that's all. There was no extra blouse piece or anything like that. Blouses, no, nobody was, that was never a shameful thing to not cover it or wear it. It was very natural for us. And that's why even in our temple sculptures and all, later, right? Oh, erotic sculptures in temples. What erotic? That was our style. We never were shameful about it, or nor were we what do you say, guilty about it. No, that was our natural style. We were nothing to worry about it. So that surreal ladies, the styles, that lady does so many beautiful drapings with just one single piece saree. So why did I say that? So what I was trying to say is, so there is no difference between men and women. All this shamefulness of women should dress very carefully and all. This is a much later introduced shame by the British. She also says, and I also believe based on our historical evidences that, why historical, our own great-grandmothers, if we see whether Maharashtra or South or North, they would just one long nawari or whatever that they would drape around, that's all, to cover the body. But there was no separate blouses, bras, etc. These were all British introduced, or European Christian missionary introduced shameful attires. So back to this now. Anjanihi, the kajal, mascara. Kankatan. Kankatam is comb, hair comb, to comb their hairs. Kankatani, kankatan. Kurchan. Kurchan is brushes. Here, normally women also use brushes, but here it is used for their smashru. Let's say men with beards, with a long mush, they will need hair brushes, facial hair brushes. Is kankatan kurchan. Okay, so they have already put on the dress, then they have combed their hair, brushed their mustache and facial hairs. Then shastrani, then various fresh ammunitions were arranged. Not ammunition, what do you call them? Shastram is warfare thing. What is it called? Swords, spears, and all of them. Shastrani. Ammunition, warfare, ammunition, I think. Yeah. So Shastrani cha, Dhanunshi cha, lot of bows. Bows also were placed there. So you would go, an archer will pick his bow, a guy with javelin throw guy will pick his spear, a gada guy will pick his gada, khadga, all of these things. So dhanunshi, shastrani cha, dhanunshi cha. Then marmatranani, trana, tra, padatranam, shirastranam, kshatra. So tra is to protect. Gayatri, tranam is something that protects. What does it protect? Marmatranani, all the vital organs to be protected, is various shields. For example, shield for the armor on the chest, armor on the shoulders, armor probably for the head, and then like in cricket, armor for the vital organ there also. So marmatranani, chitrani, marmatranani, and then chitrani, shayanani, asanani cha. Various styles, forms of beds and seats, like couches, recliners, day bed, that what do you call, number-sized bed, which means you, with a remote, you press and the bed will slowly raise up, your head will raise up. So these are chitrani, shayanani, asanani cha. And pratipana hradan purnan,
Pratipana Hradan
purnan,
Purnan. Yeah.
Kharoshtra Gajavajinam,
Paroshtra Gajavajinam
Avagahya Sutirthanscha,
Avagahya Sutirchansha
Sutirthanscha,
Sutirtanscha
Hradan Sotpala Pushkaran,
Hradan Sotpala
Sotpala
Pushpakaran.
Pushkaran.
Pushkaran.
So now, by now you see, right, in the movie, if you see your visual, these guys are already dressed up and ready. They have even taken their armors, they've taken their respective weapons. Now they're ready. What do they next do? They have to go to their horses. If he's a helper in that army, then he has to go to his donkey or camel, etc. So, Pratipana Hradan, now that they are dressed up, they have to take care of their respective animals also. They should give them some food and some drinks for them. So now the camera is moving to that area where there are arrangements made for their respective animals also. So Pratipana Hradan. Again, now there are several wells or flowing water bodies for drinking. But this is drinking for animals. What kind of animals? Purnan Hradan, filled up water vessels for drinking. For who? Khara Ushtra Gaja Vajinam. Khara is those donkeys or mules. Ushtra is camels. Gaja, elephants. Vaji is horses. Vajinam, of all of them in Bahuvachanam, Shashti Bahuvachanam. So Kharoshtra Gaja Vajinam Pratipana Hradan Purnan Dadrushuhu. Then Avagahya Sutirthanscha. And how are these Hradaha filled with? Their Avagahya. Avagahya is deep, filled with. Avagahya. Avagahya with what? Sutirthanscha Hradan. Again, even for them, you don't put recycled water or dirty water. Even for animals, you treat them like yourself. They are beloved animals. So we treat them well. So we give them just as they buy food for themselves, they buy food for their pets also because they love them, right? Similarly, we also provide Sutirthan Hradan Avagahya, best water from the best rivers, pure spring water, natural spring water, mineral spring water, refined water, distilled water, all of those waters. Sutirthans cha Hradan, Sotpala Pushkaran, and these because horses and all, they should feel that, oh, these are not artificial ones. If it is artificial, they will not drink. So to make it look natural, these flowing water bodies that were created for them, hradaha, like water bodies, lakes, ponds, etc., that were prepared with fresh water. But they've also added sa utpala pushkaran. Utpala is fully blossomed, opened petals. Pushkara is lotuses, lilies. So they've added lily plants also in those water bodies, so that these horses and they all, when they go to drink water, elephants, etc., they will feel, okay, it looks natural, I can drink here. It is not an artificially made one. So Sotpala Pushkaran Dadrushuhu and Akashavarna Pratiman
Akashavarna Pratiman
Swachatoyan Sukhaplavan
Swachatoyan Sukhaplavan
Neela Vaidurya Varnanscha
Neela Vaidurya Varnamscha
Mrudunyavasa Sanchayan.
Mridun Yavasa Sanchayan.
So they've seen some more details. I mean, there cannot be, I mean, imagine to narrate in such detail, not in prose form. In prose, you can go paras, pages. But in poetry, in shloka, that to fixed meter of Anushtup Chanda, if you have to narrate, so that you are still able to visualize and get so much delighted, right? It is only an Indian talent. Nobody else in the world has this talent of cryptic yet concise and precise. It's a concise detail yet in a precise manner. So Neela Vaidurya Varnanscha, these water bodies, when you look at them, how were they seeming? It seems they were seeming Neela Vaidurya Varnan. The color of that water was seeming like, Akashavarna Pratiman, like sky blue. Like sky is blue, and so the water is blue. Our swimming pools, if you see, it is all blue painted, right? Same blue color. Similarly, here also the water was looking so blue. That means water was so fresh that it is reflecting the sky's blue color. So Akashavarna Pratiman Swachatoyan, water was fresh water, not old muddy water. Swachatoyan Sukha Plavan. This water was flowing, Plavati. It was flowing. Sukha, not very harsh waterfalls, not heavy currents and tides, but Sukha Plavan, smoothly, with nice little small sound, but not harsh sounds. So Sukha Plavan, smoothly flowing, fresh water bodies reflecting the color of the sky, which is, what is the color of the sky? Neela Vaidurya, the blue Vaidurya is a little greenish. Neela Vaidurya Varnanscha, like sapphire. In the English translation, they said Neela Vaiduryam is sapphire, blue sapphire. Neela Vaidurya Varnanscha Mrudunyavasa Sanchayan. Several such water bodies were seen there. These are all for the animals. For what? Nirvaparthan Pashunam Te.
Nirvaparthan Pashunan Te
Dadrushustatra Sarvashaha.
Dadrushastastra Sarvashaha
Vyasmayanta Manushyaste.
Vyasmayanta Manushyaste
Swapnakalpam Tadadbhutam.
Swapnakalpam Tadadbhutam
Drishtvatithyam Krutam Tadrak.
Drishtvatithyam Krutam
Tadrak.
Tadrit
Bharatasya Maharshina.
Bharatasya Maharshina.
So Maharshina Bharadvajena. So by the Maharshi, Tad Adbhutam. I mean that, what is the Adbhutam? Amazing. Swapnakalpam, like a dream kind of a arrangements that he has prepared. Drishtva Atithyam kritam. Tadruk, such. Looking such one, such a host, what is it called? What is it? Hosting, Atithyam is what? Such a hosting services arranged by Maharshi Bharadwaja, all this army, all these men, by looking at it, Drishtva, Tat Kratham Atityam, Manite Manushyaha Vyasmayanta. Vyasmayam is like that, awestruck. They were amazed, awestruck, speechless. Wow! In an ashrama, that too in a wooded forests outside the city, you could create so much for all of us? Unimaginable. This can only be a dream. So, Swapna Kalpam. Only in a dream one can imagine all this. But here Bharadwaja Maharshi has created all this. Wow! What a wonder, what a wonder, what a wonder. So were they Vyasmaya, Vismayam is the word. Vyasmayanta is the verb for it in past tense. They all got awestruck, amazed. Ityevam Ramamananam
इत्येवं रममाणानां
Devanamiva Nandane
देवानामिव नन्दने
Bharadvajashrame Ramye
भरद्वाजाश्रमे रम्ये
Sa Ratrir Vyatyavartata.
स रात्रिर्व्यक्तवर्तत.
So now all of this movie there was there. Now coming back to the narration. So much of the Ratrihi, Sa Ratrihi, that night, Vyatyavartata, that night slowly passed. How did it pass? Ramamananam, Ityevam Ramamananam, Ramaya Ramamanaya Venkateshaya Mangalam, we say. Ramamana, enjoying with Ramaya, along with Lakshmi, Rama. So similarly, Ramamanam, all these army men, they have enjoyed that night with all these luxuries that were created like never before, like a dream by Bharadwaja Maharshi, with the divine help from Vishwakarma and all other divinities that he has sought, that he has prayed for to help him give the best, Atithi services. So, Ityevam Ramamananam, and how did they enjoy? How were those luxuries provided? Nandane Devanam Iva. Nandanavanam. Nandanavanam is a divine celestial garden where all the divine entities, gods, they go and enjoy there. So, Nandanavane Devanam Iva Ete Sarve Naraha Bharatasya Sainyam Naram Ramamanaha. They were all enjoying like gods enjoy in Nandanavanam. Where were they enjoying? Bharadwaja Ashrami Ramye, in this beautiful ashrama of Bharadwaja. In such enjoying luxurious enjoyment, the night passed away. Pratijagmuschata Nadyaha.
Pratijagbuschata nadyo
Gandharvascha Yathagatam.
Gandharvascha yathagatam
Bharadwaja Manugnyapya
Bharadwaja manudnyapya
Tascha Sarva Varanganaha.
tascha sarva varanganaha.
So it got very late in the night, maybe beyond midnight also. Slowly, one by one, became whatever. And then as everyone was slowly falling on their respective beds to sleep, then all this catering services, guest services, entertainment services, logistic services, all these divine entities who came to help, like all the Apsaras, all the Nadis that have come, all the Devatas that they have come, all of them, Pratijagmuhu, they returned back. Who all? Taha Nadyaha, those rivers, all those rivers that have come from various lands. Taha Nadyaha, Gandharvascha, all the Gandharvas who came to entertain them. Varanganaha, all the best, beautiful women, like Apsaras and all that have come. Taha sarvaha, all of them, Bharadwajam anujñapya, by attaining the permission or by informing Bharadwaja that, sir, looks like everybody is now resting. I think we gave the best services. Maybe take leave now. We will send the invoice later. Kind of a reporting back to Bharadwaja. They all pratijagmuhu. Bharadwajam anujñapya taha sarvaha varanganaha taha nadyah gandharvascha yatha agatam pratijagmuhu. Just as they have arrived instantly, so did they return back and or disappear instantly. Because it was very late in the night, almost towards early morning, there was not even one being that needed any more services. Everybody was sumptuously served, thoroughly served, pleasantly served. No more services were required, including animals. All of them were sleeping. Khara, Ushtra, Hasti, Gaja, Gajashwini, Gajavajina, all of them were sleeping. And so they took leave and they left. Tathaiva matta madirotkata narah.
तथैव मत्ता मदिरोक्तकटाः
Naraha
नराः
तथैव दिव्यागरुचन्दनोक्षिताः
तथैव दिव्यागरुचन्दनोक्षिताः
तथैव दिव्या विविधास्रगुत्तमाः
तथैव दिव्या विविधाश्च गुप्तमाः
पृथक् प्रकीर्णा मनुजैः प्रमर्दिताः.
पृथक् प्रकीर्णा मनुजैः प्रमर्दिताः
Uttama. Lavanya, your Sanskrit knowledge is perfect. Can easily repeat. Very good. So tathaiva, so also as they have left, because why did they leave? When they left, what was the state? A drone view now, an aerial view is being shown of the entire campus. Tathaiva madirotkataha mattaha naraha. All the men were madira utkataha mattaha, fully intoxicated. Madira mattaha, fully intoxicated. Utkataha, they were like Utkatasanam, we say. That means stiff. Bend yourself and stay there like a bent stick. So also they were sleeping like a bent with legs, folded, hands thrown out, no movement, just still, deep sound sleep for all of them. So madirotkataha mattaha naraha. And tathaiva divya aguru chandana ukshitaha. All of them, so the camera, it started on the top where you saw all of them sleeping. Now the camera is coming down and moving one after another, one after another. So you can see how they look. They were all looking with divya aguru chandana. So with all nice sandal paste, agaru is other fragrance sprays, etc. sprayed on them. Ukshitaha, fully covered with all these pastes. So that means they have enjoyed, decorated themselves beautifully, enjoyed thoroughly, resting perfectly. Tathaiva divyaha vividhaha srag uttamaha. Everybody had some garlands, because as you arrive, every guest is offered a garland. Nowadays, we can't buy so many garlands. We offer a small flower for the rest of the parties. For the main, son-in-law and his parents, we offer garlands. So similar, so Bharadwaja has offered garland, srag, for all of them. So everybody had a garland on their chest. Uttamaha, the two best garlands from Vivek flowers, ordered from Vivek flowers, the best garlands. Vividhaha, various types of garlands. Rose garlands for some, jasmine garlands for some, lily garlands from somebody else. Divyaha, vividhaha, srag uttamaha. But what will happen when you're sleeping with garlands? What happens to them? Pruthak prakirnaha. They got, some of them got crushed, some of them got torn, Some of them, like even though that guy is sleeping straight, the garland went to the other side of his right hand or to the left hand. So Pruthak Prakiranaha. Prakirana is spread out, scattered out. So these garlands were scattered, some were crushed, some were broken in different sides. Pruthak Prakiranaha Manujaihi, by men, Pramarditaha. Maybe some of these guys, before sleeping, they roll over. Now that garland flowers were crushed. Mardita, they were crushed by them. So Pramarditaha, Manujaihi Pramarditaha, Pruthak Prakiranaha, Vividhaha, Divyaha, Sraguttamaha. That is the video. Slowly the camera goes there and there is a slight transition to the next chapter. Ityarshe
Ityashe Srimad Ramayane
Valmikiye
Valmiki
Adikavye
Adikavye
Ayodhya-kande
Ayodhya-kande
Ekanavatitamah Sargah.
Ekanavatitamah Sargah.
91st Sarga is over. Shall we see more video?
Yes,
So
Babaji.
thus the night passed on. Atha Dvinavatitamah Sargah.
द्विनवतितमः सर्गः
Bhogaji, I need to leave. Thank you.
Bharadvajamantranam.
I need to go. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada. Bharadvajamantranam.
भरद्वाजामन्त्रणम्.
So consultation with Bharadvaja or meeting with Bharadvaja. Tatastam rajanim vyashya
ततस्तां रजनीं यस्य
Bharatah saparichadaha
भरतः सपरिच्यतः
Krutatithyo Bharadvajam
कृतातिथ्यो भरद्वाजं
Kamadabhijagamaha.
कामादभिजगामः.
So that night was nicely enjoyed by everyone. That Rajanim Vyushya, by letting that night pass away, that means in the rise of sun the next morning, Bharata, Saparichadaha, along with his staff and all surrounded by him again, primarily his guru and few primary advisors, that small, his core cabinet staff, Krita Atithyaha, after having been given all the best ever possible guest services, Bharadvajam Kamat Abhijagamaha, with the desire or wish of finding out the path, directions to go meet Rama, with that desire. All of that is meant as Kamat. Kamam, his Kamam here is to find where Rama is, reach Rama essentially. Kamat Bharadvajam Abhijagama. So Bharata, along with his core cabinet staff, having enjoyed having received or having accepted, Krita Atithyaha, doesn't say enjoyed, having received the guest services of Bharadvaja, in the next morning they went to Bharadvaja to express their desire and get his direction, get his guidance. Tam Rishih Purishavyaghram.
Tam Rishih Purishavyaghram
Pranjalim Prekshya Chagatam.
Pranjalim Preksha Chagatam
Hutagnihotro Bharatam.
Hutagnihotro Bharatam
Bharadvajobhyabhashata.
Bharadvajobhyabhashata.
So Rishihi Bharadvajaha Hutagnihotraha, the Bharadvaja Rishi, who is Huta Agnihotraha. The next day morning already, he has already completed his Agnihotram, having offered Ahuti. Huta Agnihotraha. Huta Agnihotraha Bharadvajaha Rishihi Pranjalim Purushavyaghram Agatam Bharatam. That Bharata who has arrived in Pranjali with all the namaskaram and with a very submissive manner. Purushavyaghram, yet, even though he is the best of the men, Prekshya, by looking at that such Bharata, Bharadvajaha Purusham Rishihi Hutagnihotraha Abhyabhashata. He spoke this to with Bharata. Kachidatra Sukaratrihi
कच्चित् सुखारात्रिः
Tavasmad Vishaye Gata.
तवास्मद् तवास्मद्
Vishaye Gata.
विषये गता
Samagraste Janah Kachid.
समग्रस्ते जनः
Kachid.
कच्चित्
Atithye Shamsa me Anagha.
आतिथ्ये शंसः मेन
Me Anagha.
मे अनग
Me Anagha.
मे अनग
So first thing he's inquiring. I hope you had a great night, right? Hope you all enjoyed. Your men also enjoyed, right? Hope the night was very pleasant for you. A very natural, normal first inquiry of a host for his guests. So Kachit Kahi Atra Sukharatrihi. Hopefully your night was very comfortable, happy. Tava Asmat Vishaye Gata. Hope your night in our area, in our this place, hope it went very happily. Gata. Hope the night went very happily. Just see the English. Hope the night went very happily. Hope right. That's how we also talk in English. Samagraha te janaha. In entirety, all of your entire men. Kachid atithye sukha. Hope all of them were very happy in our hosting. Shamsa me anagha. Please explain, Bharata. Hope everybody enjoyed. Please give us few comments. We want to know how you have enjoyed. Tamu vachanjalim krutva
तमुवाचाञ्जलिं कृत्वा
Bharatobhipranamya cha
भरतोऽभिप्रणम्य च
ashramadabhi nishkrantam
आश्रमादभिनिष्क्रान्तं
rushimuttamatejasam.
ऋषिमुत्तमतेजसं
So tam uvacha, unto such Bharadvaja, Bharata pranamya, abhipranamya, with a lot more salutations. Anjalim krutva, by making that Anjali Arpana Namaskar mudra, krutva, by doing it. Ashramat abhinishkrantam. Bharadvaja, who came out of his ashrama, who steps out to meet Bharata, unto such Bharadvaja, Uttama Tejasam, that Bharadvaja who is already after completing his Agnikarya and his Anushtanam, who's glowing with Uttama Tejas, was glowing with more divine aura, unto such Bharadvaja, he responded back. Sukoshitosmi Bhagavan.
सुकोस्मितोष्मि भगवन्
Samagra Balavahanaha
समग्र बलवाहनः
Tarpitaha Sarvakamaischa
तर्पितः सर्वकामैश्च
Samatyo Balavatvaya
सामात्यो बलवत्वया त्वया.
So first thing he said, Sukhaha Ushitaha Asmi Bhagavan, O divine Bharadvaja, Sukhaha Ushitaha Asmi. I have spent well, very happily, comfortably. Not only me, Samagra Bala Vahanaha, my entire Balam, that is my entire force, all the forces. Vahanaha, all my animals also. All of us, they were Tarpitaha. They were all Trupti Kritaha, is Tarpitaha. And that action is Tarpanam. The action of pleasing, satisfying somebody is Tarpanam. The pleased, satisfied people are Tarpitaha. They're all Tarpitaha. They're all satisfied with your hostage. Sarva Kamaischa. I mean, probably they have all the desires that they would have had all these days. Probably we would have given it maybe restricted rations for my army. But last night, Bharadwaji, aha, They have sarva kamais tarpitaha. All their desires were fulfilled, whether the entertainment, whether the food, whether liquor, whether dresses, whether beds, whether tents, AC, every form they have enjoyed and they are very thoroughly satisfied. Sarva kamaischa tarpitaha sa amatyaha. Hey, not only my men and animals and myself, my ministers also. Sa amatyaha balavat tvaya. Because of the each minister had their own respective staff, so that is their balavat. So all the ministers, their troops, everybody have thoroughly enjoyed with all the services offered by you, tvaya, by you. Apeta klama santapaha.
अपेतक्लमसन्तापाः
Subhikshaha supratishrayah
सुभिक्षाः सुप्रतिश्रयाः
api preshyanupadaya
अपि प्रेष्यानुपादाय
sarvesma susukoshitaha.
सर्वे स्म सुसुखोषिताः.
So apeta klama santapaha. All the pain that we would have had, santapaha, pain of moving these many people, constructing that road and all of that. After all the tiresome, apeta klamaha, all that was gone. They've gotten good rest, and all the tiredness was relieved of the tiredness. Subhikshaha, given the best food for them. Supratishrayah, given the best stay. Api preshyan, my servants. Upadaya, by taking each one of them good care, by going close to them and giving the good care. Sarvesma sukhoshitaha. In all, in entirety, all of us have thoroughly enjoyed. Amantriyeham Bhagavan
Amantreham Bhagavan
Kamam Tvam Rishisattamah
Kamam Tva Mrishi Sattamaha
Rishi Tvam Rishi Sattamah
Tvam Rishi Sattamaha
Samipam Prasthitam Bhratuhu
Samipam Prastitam Bhratuhu
Maitrena Ikshasva Chakshusha.
Maitrena Shasva Chakshusha
Maitrena Ikshasva
Maitrena
Ikshasva
Ikshasva
Chakshusha. So now he is pleading. Bhagavan, O Rishi Sattama, he is saying, now we know you are not just an ordinary Rishi, you are a Sattamaha with the best of the abilities, a Rishi with the best of the abilities. And this is exactly what we pray in our Sangha Prarthana also. Samutkarshostu Nishriyasa Samanvitaha. When required, Samutkarsha, give the best of the material benefits and enjoy them. But Nishreyasa Samanvitaha, accompanied by Nishreyasa. Nishreyasa is that detached spiritual consciousness behind. That is the state we seek for the world. Vishwadharma Prakashena, Vishwashanti Pravartake, and all in our Sangha Prarthana. So, similarly, here also, he is saying, Rishi Sattama, you are a Rishi. At the same time, you are a Sattama. Tama is the superlative. Sat is the ability, power. No, not power, but the ability. Rishi Sattama, Bhagavan, Aham Kamam Amantraye. I am consulting you with my wish, which is what? Samipam Prasthitam Bhratuhu Ikshasva Chakshusha. That too Maitrena Chakshusha. See, with a very beloved, Maitri is friendly, but here it is mostly beloved. Be with your beloved eyes, Chakshush, chakshusha. Through your beloved eyes, you have seen Bhratuhu prasthitam samipam. You have seen off my brother with your beloved eyes, very close by him as he went off. So that ikshasva, can you please show the same to us? That means guide us where my brother went. Ashramam tasya dharmagnya.
आश्रमं तस्य धर्मज्ञ
Dharmikasya mahatmanah.
धार्मिकस्य महात्मनः
आचक्ष्व कतमो मार्गः
आचक्ष्व कतमो मार्गः
कियानिति च शंसमे.
कियानिति च संशमे.
So he's saying tasya dharmagnya, O knower, O dharmagnya, knower of dharma, Bharadwaja Rishi. Tasya mahatmanah dharmikasya ashramam achakshva. Please show us. Show us means tell us, narrate. Please tell us or show us the direction toward the ashrama, the residence of Mahatma Dharmika, that Bhrata Rama. Please tell where Rama is residing. Where did he go? Because you have seen him. Because why I'm asking you is, before coming here, I just saw Katamo Margah Kiyan iti. There are so many paths I see from here. I don't know which path to take. I don't want to explore myself. You have seen him taking one path. Please let us know so that we will also tread that path. So, Kiyan iti shamsame. Can you please explain, narrate to me? Iti prushtastu bharatam.
इति पृष्ठस्तु भरतं
Bhratrudarshana lalasam.
भ्रातृदर्शनलालसं
Pratyuvacha mahatejah.
प्रत्युवाच महातेजाः
Bharadvajo mahatapah.
भरद्वाजो महातपाः.
So Mahatapaha Bharadvajaha iti prishtaha, thus asked Bharadvaja, Bhratru darshana lalasam Bharatam Mahatejaha pratyuvacha. So Bharadvaja has that Mahateja Mahatapaha iti prishtaha Bharadvajaha Bhratru darshana lalasam Bharatam pratyuvacha. He responded back to that Bharata who is lalasa, who is eager, who is anxious to what? To Bhratru Darshana, to get to go and meet, to get the sight, vision of his brother. One who is eager to see his brother. Such Bharata, unto such Bharata, Mahatapaha Mahatejaha Bharadvajaha Pratyuvacha. भरतार्धतृतीयेषु
भरताद्तृतीयेषु
योजनेष्वजने वने
योजनेष्वजने वने
चित्रकूटो गिरिस्तत्र
चित्रकूटो गिरिस्तत्र
रम्य निर्दरकाननः.
रम्य निर्धनकाननः.
He started explaining where Rama went. Bharata ardhatritiyeshu, in half of the third. That means in half of the third yojana. Ardhatritiyeshu yojaneshu. There are 3 yojanas, but ardha of the tritiya. That means 2.5. In 2.5 yojanas, vane, ajane vane, uninhabited forest. Ajane vane, Chitrakoota girihi tatra. There is a mountain there called Chitrakoota. Ramya nirdara kanana. It is beautiful yet very dense. Kananam, forest. Kananaha. Uttaram parshvamasadya.
उत्तरं पार्श्ववास्याद्य
Tasya mandakini nadi.
तस्य मन्दाकिनी नदी
Pushpita druma sanchanna.
पुष्पितद्रुमसञ्चन्ना
Ramya pushpita kanana.
रम्ये पुष्पितकानना.
So that Chitrakoota Parvata is there. Tasya uttara parshvam asadya. by going on the northern side of it. On the northern side of it, Mandakini Nadi, there is Nadi called by name Mandakini, another stream of Ganga, Mandakini Nadi. Pushpita Druma Sanchannaha. That Nadi is probably a narrow stream. So it is covered by flowered trees. It is covered by flowered trees. Ramya Pushpita Kanana, and also by beautiful, beautifully flowered woods all around. It is full of that Kanana. It is a covered forest, dense forest, but with all Ramya Pushpita Kanana, with all beautifully flowered trees. Anantaram Tatsaritas. Anantaram Tatsaritah.
अनन्तरं तत् सरितः
Chitrakutascha Parvatah.
चित्रकूटश्च पर्वतः
Tayoho Parnakuti Tata.
तयोः पर्णकुटीतातः तातः
Tatra Tau Vasato Dhruvam.
तत्र तो वसतो ध्रुवम्.
Dhruvam. Anantaram, after that Mandakini Nadi, Tat Saritaha. After that, beyond that river, that Mandakini river, Chitrakutascha Parvataha, that Parvata is there, Chitrakuta. Tayoho Parnakuti Tata. I think, oh beloved, the son, father, which means so beta, like that. Tayoho Parnakuti, along that banks of the Mandakini river and the Chitrakuta Parvata, they would have built Parnakuti. They would have built a nice kutiram with parna, with leaves, nice hut. They would have made a beautiful, there is a nice English word I see in these state forests here. What is it called? For the hut, otherwise what we call as hut, but made with leaves and bamboos and all of that. Something with E, Echilan or Etched forest or something like that, right? Parnakuti. So Parnakuti, they have made. Tatra Tau Vasataha Dhruvam. I know those two live there for sure. Tau he used. That means Bharadwaja also knew. Only Rama and Sita will live in that Parnakuti. Lakshmana will be guarding outside. So Tau Vasataha in dual number only. In Vivachanam only, Bharadwaja also responded. Tayoho Parnakuti Tatra Tata Tau Vasato Dhruvam. I'm sure you will find them in that Parnakuti there. Dakshinena Iva Margena. I know it is 8:40. Shall we cover some more? How is our times?
I can cover more than very.
Yes, Prakash.
Okay, we'll cover. Dakshinena Iva Margena.
दक्षिणेन नैव मार्गेण
Savya Dakshinameva Va.
सव्य दक्षिणमेव वा
Gaja Vaji Rathakirnam.
गजवाजी रथाकीर्णां
Vahinim Vahinipate.
वाहिनीं वाहिनीपते
Vahayasva Mahabhaga.
वाह्यस्व महाभागा
Tato Drakshyasi Raghavam.
ततो दृश्यसि राघवम्.
Drakshyasi.
द्रक्ष्यसि. Okay.
Tato Drakshyasi Raghavam.
ततो द्रक्ष्यसि राघवम्.
So Dakshina Iva Margena, to the right, you go along this path along this right, or going to the south. Actually, it is south here. So Dakshina Iva Margena, going along that south side, south road. Savya Dakshinam Eva Va, or there is one going to the left, Savya, left, and then turning right, turning south, right. Savya Dakshinam Eva Va. So there are two paths here. So what he said probably is, you go along the Dakshina, and Gaja Vaji Ratha Kirnam Vahinim Savya Dakshina Eva. Because this is probably a narrower road. You go along this, but your all other forces of Gaja, Vaji, Ratha, Kirnam, that whole big spread fleet of you, let them take this Savya Dakshinam Margam. Vahinim, that whole Vahini is platoon. That whole platoon of your animals and all of that, let them take the left and south path, and you take this south path. Vahini Pate, oh head of your entire Vahini, Vahini Pate, Gajavaji Ratha Kirnam Vahinim, Savya Dakshinameva, Vahini Pate, Tvam Dakshinenaiva Margena, Vahayasva, let them lead them in those respective paths. Mahabhaga, oh fortunate one. Tataha Raghavam Drakshyasi. As you tread this path, finally you will get the sight of Raghava Rama. Prayanam iti tachrutva.
Prayanamiti tachatva.
Rajarajasya yoshitaha.
Rajarajasya yoshitaha.
Hitva yanani yanarhaha.
Hitva yanani yanarha.
Brahmanam paryavarayan.
Brahmanam paryavarayan.
So, by this time, normally we also know, right? By this time already we would have loaded our bags in the trunk, let's say 2-3 cars. In the other minivan, you have loaded all other sleeping bags, etc. And children are already seated in their car seats. Elderly women and women are accordingly placed to the later seats, etc., bench seats. And now you go and say, okay, Bhagaru, now I will leave. Right? Similarly, Bharata also had all other people take their respective chariots, animals, etc. And Bharata, just with his Vasishta and a couple other ministers, came to ask Bharadwaja. However, as soon as this path was mentioned, Prayanam, as Prayanam iti tachrutva, as soon as they heard the word Prayanam, Rajarajasya yoshitaha, the woman of the Rajaraja. Raja here is Bharata, Rajaraja is Dasharatha, the woman of Dasharatha. Hitva yanani, they were already sit in their vehicles. Tan hitva, yanani hitva, by getting off of those vehicles. Yanarhaha, these women who were allocated their respective limousines, etc. Yanarhaha, Brahmanam paryavarayan. They all have got off of their vehicles and they came surrounding this Brahmana Bharadwaja. Vepamana, Krusha, Dina.
Vepamana Krushadina.
Sahadevya, Sumitraya.
Sahadevya Sumitraya.
Kausalya Tatra Jagraha.
Kausalya Tatra Jagraha.
Karabhyam Charanau Munehe.
Karabhyam Charanau Munehe.
Because as soon as she heard, oh, there you shall see Rama, as soon as she heard that, she got so delighted, she jumped off of her vehicle. And Kausalya, Vepamana, trembling as in with anxiety, moving, oh, I shall go like that. Vepamana, Krusha, all these days she was not eating well. First of all, Rama went away, then Dasharatha also went away. So she stopped eating anything, and also she became very thin, narrow, skinned down. Krusha, Dina, also very unhappy and sorrowful. Sumitraya Devya Saha, along with the lady Sumitra, Kausalya, Tatra Jagga, so she came there, and Munehe Charanau, Muni's feet, Karabhyam Jagraha, she went and got hold of Muni's feet. Got hold of Muni's feet is a literal translation. What it means is she went and touched the feet of Bharadwaja Muni. Because Bharadwaja, thank you so much, with all gratitude. Munehe Charanau Kausalya Devya Sumitraya Saha Jagraha, Karabhyam Jagraha, Asamruddhena Kamena.
Asamruddhena Kamena.
Sarvalokasya Garhita.
Sarvalokasya Garhita.
कैकेयी तस्य जग्राह
कैकेयी तस्य जग्राह
चरणौ सव्यपत्रपा.
चरणौ सव्यपत्रपा.
So not only Kaikeyi, Sumitra, along with Sumitra, did Kausalya touch the feet of Muni, poor repenting asamruddhena kamena, with unfulfilled wish. Her original wish was to have Bharata put as Yuvaraja, and Dasharatha, along with Dasharatha, she will also enjoy, and all of that dreams that she had. Asamruddhena, unfulfilled kamena, unfulfilled wish. With the unfulfilled wish, Sarvalokasya Garhita, one who was Garhanam is belittled or spoken ill of Kaikeyi by the entire world, by all worlds. Sarvalokasya Garhita, Asramurdhena kamena, Kaikeyi tasya charanau jagraha. She also went and touched his feet. Savyapatrapa, with she also was, what do you say, Vyapatrapa, with repentance. Tam pradakshinamagamya,
Tam
Pradakshinagamya
Pradakshinamanamagasya
Bhagavantam Mahamunim,
Bhagavanantam Mahamunim
Adurat Bharatasyaiva,
Adurad Bharatastaiva
Tasthau Dina Manastada.
Tastau Dina Manastada.
So Tam Pradakshinam Agamya, unto whom Bhagavantam Mahamunim, coming to the right side of Mahamuni Bhagavantam, also having done the Pradakshina, because we always do with our right shoulder facing them. So by standing with her right shoulder of Kaikeyi to Bhagavan Mahamuni Bharadwaja, Adurat Bharatasya, not very far from Bharata. Bharatasya Adurat, not very far from Bharatasya. Dina Mana Tada Tastau, very sorrowfully, regretfully, repentfully, she stood not very far from Bharata to the right side of Bharadwaja. Tatah papracha Bharatam.
तदा प्रपश्य भरतं
Papracha Bharatam.
प्रपश्य भरतं
Bharadwajo Dridhavratah.
भरद्वाजो दृढव्रतः
Vishesham Nyatumichami
विशेषं ज्ञातुमिच्छामि
Matrunam Tava Raghava.
मातॄणां तव राघव.
So then Bharadwaja asked Bharata, I want to know what is unique or what is special about your mothers today. Matrunam Vishesham Nyatumichami. What is special? Meaning, what is in their minds? Why did they also come with you? All of that. That I want to know the reason. Eva Muktastu Bharato
एवं मुक्तस्तु भरतो
Bharadvajena Dharmikaha
भरद्वाजेन धार्मिकः
Uvacha Pranjalirabhutva
उवाच प्राञ्जलिर्भूत्वा
Vakyam Vachana Kovidaha.
वाक्यं वचनकोविदः.
So he Evam Muktastu Bharataha, thus as asked by Bharadwaja, then this Bharadvajena, as asked by Bharadwaja, Bharataha Dharmikaha, Pranjalihi Bhutva, by Namaskaram, doing Namaskaram to Bharadwaja, Vachana Kovidaha Vakyam Uvacha. Bharata, who is very good, a good speaking Bharata, has responded back. Yamimam Bhagavan Dinam
Yamimam Bhagavan Dinam
Shoka शोकनाशनकर्षितां
शोकनाशनदर्शितां
शोकानशनकर्षितां
शोकानशनकर्षितां
पितुर्हि महिषीं देवीं
पितुर्हि महिषीं देवीं
देवतामिव पश्यसि
देवतामिव पश्यसि
एषा तं पुरुषव्याघ्रं
एषा तं पुरुषव्याघ्रं
सिंहविक्रान्तगामिनं
सिंहविक्रान्तगामिनं
कौसल्या सुषुवे रामं
कौसल्या सुषुवे रामं
धातारं अदितिर्यथा
धातारम् अदितिर्यथा
धातारम् अदितिर्यथा
धातारम् अदितिर्यथा
अस्या अस्या वामभुजं श्लिष्टा
अस्या वामभुजं श्लिष्टा
यैषा तिष्ठति दुर्मनाः
यैषा तिष्ठति दुर्मनाः
कर्णिकारस्य शाख्यैव
कर्णिकारस्य शाखेव
शीर्णपुष्पावनान्तरे
शीर्णपुष्पवनान्तरे
एतस्यास्तु सुतौ देव्याः
एतस्यास्तु सुतौ देव्याः
कुमारौ देववर्णिनौ
कुमारौ देववर्णिनौ
उभौ लक्ष्मणशत्रुघ्नौ
उभौ लक्ष्मणशत्रुघ्नौ
वीरौ सत्यपराक्रमौ
वीरौ सत्यपराक्रमौ
यस्याः कृते नरव्याघ्रौ
यस्या कृते नरव्याघ्रौ
जीवनाशमितो गतौ.
जीवनाशमितो गतौ.
So this big introduction he gave of his the three mothers. So he said, Yam Dinam Shokan Ashanakarshitam Bhagavan, O divine Bharadwaja, Yam Imam Shoka Ashanakarshitam Dinam Devim Mahishim Pituhu Mahishim Devatamiva Pashyasi. That lady whom you see here, so he pointed to Kausalya and he's saying, that lady that you are seeing, who is Dina, so sorrowful, and Shokan Ashitakarshatan, one who is heated by the sorrow. That means that is why she is so thinned down. That lady is Pituhu Mahishi. She is the first, the main wife of my father. So she is the Kausalya. Esha tam Purushavyaghram Simha Vikrantagaminam. Esha Kausalya tam Purushavyaghram Simha Vikrantagaminam Ramam Aditihi Dhataram Yatha Tatha Sushuve. So he's saying this lady, Kausalya, she, Sushuve, she gave birth to who? To Purushavyaghram, Simha Vikrantagaminam, Ramam. She gave birth to that Rama, who is the tiger of the men, and whose walk is like Simha, like a lion, that royal, rich, powerful, elegant, bold walk, gait of a lion, one who walks like that. Such Rama was given birth by this great lady Kausalya. How? Yatha Aditihi Dhataram Sushuve. Just as Aditi gave birth to Dhata. Dhata is Vishnu. Dhata, right? Dhata, Dhatar, Savita, and also that Vishnu Dhata, one who is the holder of the entire thing. This is Paramatma. Just as Aditi gave birth to Vishnu, so also this great divine lady Kausalya gave birth to that great macho Rama. Asya Vamabhujam Slishta Yesha Ya Esha Tishtati Durmanaha. To the left of her shoulder is this lady, Durmana lady. In this, he's even telling about his own mother in those bad terms and bad names. Durmanaha Esha Asya Vamabhujam Slishta. She has come to the left side of her. That is this lady, this vicious lady. How is she? Karnikarasya Shakheva Shirna Pushpavanantare. And to next to her, you will see Karnikarasya Shakha Iva. Karnikara is the like the branch of the of a tree standing next to her. Shirana Pushpa with flowers fallen down. Vanantare in between, in the midst of that vana. So also you see etasyastu sutta, and that he's showing now Sumitra and I'm telling about her. She has given her flowers out and standing like a flowerless creep branch next to Kausalya. That lady, etasyaha tu sutau, etasyaha devyaha sutau, the two sons of this lady, Kumarau Devavarninau, the two young sons who are like the divine beings, Ubhau Lakshmana Shatrughnau, the two Lakshmana and Shatrugna, Virau, warriors, Satyaparakramo, very realistic, truthful people. Yasyaha krite naravyagrau, upon whose instructions, Sumitra blessed Lakshmana and said, right? Ayodhyam atavim vidhi gachatata yathasukam. Ramam vidhi janakatmajam. Ramam Dasharatham vidhi.
Vidhi.
Sitam vidhi janakatmajam. Ayodhyam atavim vidhi gachatata yathasukam. With such instructions, the two left. Lakshmana went with Rama. Shatrughna came with me to Kaikeyi. So yasyaha krite, for whose sake, that means upon whose orders or instructions, Naravyagrau, these two tiger of the men, Jivana Ashamito Gataha, without tiresome, Ashamitaha, taking all the difficulties, they left. Rajaputra Vihinascha, with no Swargam Dasharatho Gataha, with no sons around him. Bharata and Shatrughna went to Kaikaya. Rama and Lakshmana went to the forest. So Rajaputra Vihinaha, without any of his sons. Dasharatha Swargam Gataha. Dasharatha, my father, went to the heavenly abode. Krodhanama Krita Prajnam. I think we will stop here. We will continue from 25th shloka because it's almost 9 a.m. Lavanya ji, are you there or did you already leave for Shaka?
Yes, Bhagaji.
Oh, you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you say Shanti Mantra?
Yes, Bhagaji. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashchid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha Bhagaji.
Dhanyavadha. Shubham Bhuyat. So, Sudinanchavaha. It's already Susha is over. Sudinanchavaha.
Vidhi.
Okay.